1. For dispatch, press 2. Sorry, Sheriff's Office, how can I help you?
Yes, I don't know what to do, ma'am.
You don't know what to do about what?
Okay. What's your name?
Kristen.
Okay. So for years, all victims advocate will not help me. All police departments will not help me. Family will not help me everywhere I'm at in my domestic violence crisis. I've been forced out on the streets, threatened, trapped on trains, buses, attacked, guns pulled on me, and knives. And cars coming at me, children, and I'm denied law enforcement, pickpocketed, robbed, attacked, and all these kind of different things. And there are threats that the abuse is going to be escalated. It's a problem because law enforcement keeps covering for all these crimes as well as everywhere else I'm at and putting me out repeatedly over and over when this man is upset. So what's going on now is I've called domestic violence organizations years trying to flee, hours upon hours and upon hours, and these people are actually covering for crimes. So this location is putting me out and my safety is at risk because I'm calling people that are covering for it. And I've had to endure this years. I'm getting up in age. I need knee replacements and straggling from location to locations with bags that are violating me and endangering my safety. I was almost killed using transit, and there was cover up for that too. Bus drivers driving through traffic. Police department had an alibi and cover up for that, and endangers other parties. In fact, churches that I've attended, the Fountain of Living Word pastor, his car windows were busted out. Another church that I attended, their house got shot up, and there were scandals at multiple different churches I attended. So this affects a lot of people around me, and I've witnessed people crying, leaving me in my abuse, like my sister and people at churches in multiple different environments. So what do I do with the law enforcement saying over and over again, but we're not taking bribes, but have taken my freedom 30 plus something times and listed places to give me criminal trespasses, domestic violence organizations? What do I do with law enforcement terrorizing me year after year and covering for these mysterious calls and enlisting everyone else to cover for crimes? I'm trapped. I can't keep living with every time I get myself built up, this man allowed to commit voyeurism crimes and wipes the rug up under me year after year, every single time I have peace and joy. I found a church here. He didn't like that. They were being loving and compassionate. He interrupted that and made them abusers. They started doing strange things and were crying. Then they tried to set me up when that didn't work out, and I sent them death threats, told them I was afraid. They ignored me. Now I have no church attendance, period. But it keeps happening location to location. At Arbalon, the same thing happened when a car sped up like it was going to hit my friends. So as you can see, these are serious events that the police department repeatedly blames me for and terrorizes me for reporting it. It puts my safety at risk when everywhere I'm at is covering for this man's abuse.
Okay.
I don't know, because each time I'm calling the police, they're covering for it. I don't know what to do, ma'am. I can't keep living with having to be forced to live in tents and then having hospitals put me out and deny me medical treatment. This isn't safe.
Okay. Well, I can send a deputy to talk to you.
I don't want Vandy coming out because I don't want abusers coming out. I don't want people deflecting and blaming me for crimes that are repeatedly committed. Okay. I just want to be able to flee my domestic abuse crisis without someone bullying me and threatening my arrest, assaulting me for trying to flee it. And demanding that I leave clothes and endangering my safety and everywhere I'm at, interrupting me from speaking like abusers do, leaving me in that abuse. So if I had rights, which clearly I don't want Vandy coming out punishing me because I can't use my device and flee my abuse and covering for it. I don't want him coming.
You're calling us because you want to talk to an officer, and that's
I'm calling you because 911 operators repeatedly set me up with the police department and left me in crisis situations. I'm reporting to you another crime. Okay, I've made several different hours, in fact, years. Every single time for years, I'm trying to flee this man. People hang up, lie, and say that they're full all over the United States. I know that these calls are counterfeit. In Dallas, 7 police came, gave me a criminal trespass, and demanded that I not speak with my provider. You don't call all over the country, and CPS and everywhere you call is trying to conceal crimes. Attorneys in demanding that I make calls like this in this location, demanding that I not record these crimes, repeatedly puts my safety in jeopardy. There was
Okay.
a hit and run of my child, and law enforcement and my own child tried to cover for it. There was another witness that said that this car deliberately hit this child.
Okay.
So I don't want Vandy or anyone else coming out to bully me. You're trapping me in abuse like I've been trapped years. I can't get help if law enforcement is demanding people to repeatedly leave me in this crisis situation, which jeopardizes my safety and my family and the people around me.
Okay. Well, Vandy is the sergeant on the shift, and he is my boss. So
Well, here's the
if
thing
you
that
call
it's a
us,
problem.
if you call
Here's the
us,
thing that I've been
email us, and
railroaded,
then we
ma'am,
don't
ma'am,
want to
ma'am, ma'am.
call you.
Hold on. Ma'am, I have been railroaded in this madness years. If you're not me, you have a right to not have the bullies come out and violate someone. So I'm railroaded by the counterfeit dispatchers that demands that I get violated by prearranged bullies. I want to
Okay.
interrupt that. I want to be like other women fleeing and not have to be violated, victim shamed, and tormented for trying to flee abuse. To the degree of
Okay.
handcuffs, assaults, and violations, I would like the police department to get their responsibility and their accountability for terrorizing me and enlisting others to do so. Other women have a
Okay.
right, and other people that have rights in this country. If they say someone is violating me, I don't want that party coming out. But since it's prearranged for me, they demand that abusers come out. I don't want
Okay.
my
Well, if you
abuser
don't want them
buying
to come
off
out, then
here. I don't
don't
want
call
my
our
abuser buying off
agency, ma'am.
scapegoats.
Mhm.
I don't want my abuser buying off scapegoats and abusers to
Okay.
come out to cover for his crimes. I'm trying to interrupt that.
Okay.
I've had to do it 10 years. To the degree of
Okay. Well,
dispatchers
you're
setting me
calling
up.
us because you need something, you need help, and that's what we can do for you.
I don't know how to interrupt the fact that dispatchers are setting me up and covering for crimes and enforcing crooked police to come out to do the same.
Okay.
Because of you guys, my freedom has been repeatedly taken on blatant lies.
Okay.
So I would like to reiterate that I don't want dispatchers sending out criminals year after year, violating me for trying to report crimes and enlisting everywhere I'm at to do the same thing. I don't want.
Okay.
I want to interrupt the abusers being dispatched out. I don't want someone to violate me for trying to flee abuse. All I'm doing is trying to make calls. Everywhere in the United States I've been calling, every single time does the same thing. In this location, demanding that I not record it puts my safety at risk. I'm already being defrauded out of funds at countless locations.
Okay.
So the report is that I'm still trying to flee abuse as I have for all these years and can't. And I don't want someone coming out, arresting me, assaulting me, and violating me to cover for it.
Okay.
So I don't want Vandy coming. I like to have someone come with integrity. Maybe it would not be impossible for me to flee if all these crimes were being committed on my phone, demanding that I speak with abuse everywhere I'm at.
Okay.
So
you
can
do
we?
want a deputy. You just don't want Vandy.
No, I don't want dispatchers dispatching out criminals that bully me and violate me for trying to flee abuse year after year.
Okay.
So the reason why I'm calling now is I've been calling years. Strangers are hanging up in my face to cover for serious events, making it impossible for me to flee. And as long as like for 10 years, no one does anything about these calls, I'm trapped. I'm getting up in age. I need knee replacements. I can't stand to be put out. It's already happened 50 times. I'd like to find someone with integrity if that's a possibility, if it can be done.
Okay. I will look for someone.
Outside of Vandy or someone that's not going to violate me because no one will help me flee and leave me in abuse all these years.
Okay.
Thank you.